first question comes in from Jude Wood this week. He writes, Hawaii from the mountains of California. But my question is, I'm currently coaching my son's team. I have 8 boys aged 7 to 9 years playing 7-a-side. Thinking back to when you were their age, what's the best thing I can do to encourage their skill development and love of the game?
In terms of when I was that age, I think for me, it was just about having fun. Like, all you wanted to do is score goals and have fun with your friends. And then to do the goals, you have to obviously set up mini small-sided games where you can have fun and things like that. And just make training lighthearted. For me, I didn't like the military structure of academy lifestyle so early on. I just enjoyed playing football with my friends, Sunday league, turning up one day a week, take it and leave it as you please, not real pressure on myself to become a footballer, to become anybody. And then naturally I just built up the love for the game. And it's exactly what I tell my own son. I'm not pressuring him to become the next me. There's no pressure whatsoever. I say try all different sports because ultimately they're all good for your motor skills, and you might be good at and amazing at something that you've never realized, but you've just never experienced it. Which, he is in fact his tennis, but we'll get onto that in another story. But yeah, I think you've just got to enjoy football, have a smile on your face, and just keep it lighthearted. They're so young that they've got so long to play and develop that if you take the love away from them now, I guess you might not get it back.
Yeah, that's good advice. So when did the pressure actually kick in, though, Cal? So obviously you said that you like to just enjoy the game when you were younger and just have a bit of a carefree attitude, which is great advice. But when did that pressure actually kick in and you start to go, do you know what? I need to take this real serious and really focus.
It's so true. It's so true and so weird because I remember it so clearly. I was not doing so good at school in terms of my grades. So I knew I haven't got a clue what I want to do when I finish this next year of school. I was in year 10, I believe. So I was 15 at the time. And everybody's choosing their different subjects and things like that. I didn't like maths. I didn't like English. I didn't like RE. I didn't like history. I was okay at art. Didn't like science. And I was thinking, what can I do here? And I didn't want to go down the path of, some of my friends that were going down the wrong road. So it was, okay, what's going to bring you the most money? That's ultimately what I was thinking at that point. It's like, what's going to bring you the most money where you can work legally, first and foremost, but, ultimately give yourself and your family, when you have one, a nice lifestyle. And I thought, there's only one thing you're good at, Cal, and that's football. Like, you have love and passion for football, and you've got to give it a go. And at that moment in time, the academy manager, at that moment in time, the academy scout, a guy called Ray Goodin, who I'll never forget. He was basically constantly asking me to join the academy. Like, I said, okay, I actually can't get to training. I can't get to the matches. My mum was, trying to look after 6 children at the time. She didn't drive. It was no way of me being able to get the other side of the city. So he said, look, I will pick you up and I'll drop you home from every training session and every match. Will you join the academy? So I said, okay, we'll give it a go. So they give me a trial. I end up going to down to the academy, getting put into a game, subbed on around 10, 20 minutes in. They had quarters in that age group at that point. And we played Stoke and I scored a hat-trick, 3-0, and they subbed me back off. And I'm thinking, what's happened here? I've just scored 3 goals and I'm getting subbed back off. And I'm thinking, I've only just been on probably 10 minutes. And they said, can we have a word? So I said, what's going on here? I was thinking back to the game. Did I do anything wrong? Did I say anything that I shouldn't have? And they sat me inside and just basically said, sign that. I was like, sign what? And like, here's a contract. We want to give you a contract. It's been so long. We've been trying to get you in here. So then that was just for the under 16. So yeah, that was when it was like, okay, this could be real, Cal. You might have an opportunity here. And then I had day release the following year from school. And then I thought, okay, this is it. It's make or break for me. And ultimately I put all my eggs in that basket. And thankfully I got my just rewards.
Do you know what? That shows really good discipline, though, because obviously at that age, I remember being 15, 16, and a lot of my friends that were really good footballers, a lot of them fell away because you start going out, people start drinking, there's parties and stuff. And there were so many players so many of my friends that were players, and I was like, I wish I had your talent because I would not be going to parties. I wouldn't be doing, but they just didn't care. So to have that discipline that you had at that age it speaks volumes. And you can tell that, it's the mentality of like an elite footballer that you carried through.
Yeah, it's true. And obviously, it's difficult because any of my friends that will be listening be thinking, Cal weren't like that,
Yeah.
So I don't want to act like I was fully disciplined. I just feel that I was
But you can see the bigger picture. You can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, what I would say is I was probably mature at a younger age. So for me, I had to raise my younger siblings. So I was more that father figure. So at 14, 15, I was more 17, 18 in my head, So I was already going out at them ages, Ricky, So as bad as it sounds, I was 15 going on a lad's holiday, And I think for me, when I decided and I got an opportunity to go into the academy, the partying side of things I'd already done. I'd already done that. So I'd got it out of my system and I was able to focus because I thought, well, I've not been nurtured in that academy life from 7 till 15 and then feel like I need to rebel against it and need to experience gills and everything else. It was like, I've already done that. Now I need to focus. And I was able to just then get past all the obstacles and all the people that were in my position out of the way because they were then, like you say, getting distracted to those things. Whereas for me, it was just a case of
I've already done it.
Single vision. I've been there, done that, young buck. This is my spot now. I'm taking that. You gonna do your partying. I'm going for there. But
where was that first holiday that you went to?
Where'd you go? Magaluf, boy.
Magaluf. Easy, bro.
I was in left to my own devices, you could say, and I had older friends, which they were just buzzing to have me around. Good energy, good vibes, and yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was good.